5 killer flirting tips for men that drive women wild. Before we get started, you need to know what flirting is. The typical man thinks that it is about being nice to her or doing something nice for her. It really is much more than just those two things. Flirting is really about creating energy between you and her to make your interactions more exciting. Flirting creates those feelings of excitement and energy. Tip 1: Give and take. Most flirting tactics can be broken down into giving her something and then taking that something away from her. This is a way to trigger her emotions. When you give somebody something that they like, they usually want it back again. You have such nice, soft, smooth hands. I could hold them all day long. Her, smiling. You wait for 3 minutes. Your hands aren't as nice to hold as they were a few minutes ago. I take everything back. It gets old after a while. Her, hey. Reaches for your hand to hold it again. Tip number 2. Compliment her. You have probably tried to compliment a woman before. It works great when you do it right. Flattery is at its best when it feels like you really appreciate her. Most guys get this wrong. They often compliment a woman in a way that makes her think that he is desperate. Try looking for something in her that makes her the great person she thinks that she really is. Your freckles really turn me on. Tip number 3, lead. Women love the feeling of being swept off their feet. It's the sort of thing they read about in those romance novels and the things that they fantasize about. You can give her that sort of a feeling by using your leadership abilities. One of the best places to start is psychically. Use your touch to show her that you will initiate and lead physical contact. To do this right off the bat, try holding onto her hand too long when you shake hands. Tip number 4, use curiosity. One of the things people can't resist is their own curiosity. Ask yourself how you can make her curious. There is something very intriguing about you. She then will want to know what it is that you find intriguing about her. You can play with this in a lot of different ways and reword it in many different ways. Tip number 5. Demonstrate interest. A woman needs to know in that moment you are interested in her and not just any woman. This shows her that you are picky, have standards, and that she has met those standards. This makes her feel special and she will know that you have picked her. With all the banter, you should be asking her some questions about herself and get to know her. The idea is to mix things up so it still seems playful.
Conclusion. The key for you to know about flirting is to make certain that your behavior shows the woman that you are interested in her in a sexual manner. This really is the key to flirting. All the romantic stuff has to come later on when you are in a relationship.